The informational field in our energies will attract to us certain situations and certain people. But most importantly, the quality of the spirits or non-physical presences that it brings close to us is vital and tells us a lot about ourselves and about others around of us. That's our topic of today. Stay with me. Hello, I'm Nancy Trevelato. Thank you for being with me today. I would like to start this video by explaining a little bit about the information that is contained in our energy field so that we can understand the very important topic of the type of non-physical presence, spirits that may gravitate around of us. To start with, we have some sort of energy inside of us that produces an informational field around of us, and this energy is also the same energy that forms our chakras and also our energy body. And the role of these energies that I'm talking here is to create some sort of interface or connection with our non-physical bodies or astral body. So you imagine that we have here the physical body, and these subtle energies connects us to our subtle bodies, and therefore every information of situations that we have already experienced in previous lives, either we remember it or not, everything that we had that has caused some impact on us, positive thing or no positive, traumas or things that we enjoyed, we learned, everything is stored somehow in terms of information in this energy field. We are not aware of all of it, but the existence of this information is what produces sometimes synchronicities to us that may surprise us from the positive or from the negative point of view. It's not the point of this video to discuss about situations in everyday life that results from this sort of synchronicity, like people we meet, or new relationships we start, or situations we face. We can discuss about that. If you want, just let me know in the comments down below and I will check it. But I want to mention to you about these companies we have, non-physical companies, spirits that may gravitate around of us. There are two main types of presences, non-physical presences or spiritual presences around of us, and I want to distinguish them with you so that you understand the point we are discussing here. One of them are those that we will call our companies because they are consciousness, individuals that we have already had some sort of relationship with. People we have met in the past, people that represented something to us, that we have had a closer relationship, or people, meaning spirits, who are connected with what we do or with some trait, strong trait of personality of us. So those tend to be closer for longer time, and they tend to integrate a lot in our everyday life and personality. Sometimes we know something is in there and maybe interfering for good or for bad. Sometimes we have good synchronicities that we know they have been sponsored, but sometimes there are things that happen that we know, something was off in my energy that day, something was wrong around of me, in the energetic field around of me, and facilitated that not so positive situation to happen. So those are our non-physical companies. But we may also have presences around of us that they are more ephemeral. They are not so connected with us in terms of relationships or in terms of our personality traits. It's more a place we went to or a situation of life of this moment, a phase we are going through, and because of that, these non-physical presences just get closer to us and may interfere with our energies. They may be good or bad. Usually we notice more when it's bad. Nonetheless, the key point here is this type of affinity or connection cannot lie. Sometimes we may have a situation here in the physical life that we may act in certain ways that confuse people, or we may pretend something, but in terms of the non-physical presences close to us, we cannot deceive. They are very much related with our intention, with who we more deeply are, with our weaknesses, but also with our merit, the things that we have already learned and developed. Therefore, when you can sense and identify the type of non-physical presence close to someone, either be something more ephemeral or something that stays there for longer and is a deeper connection, in either way, you will be able to know much better who the person is, what are the potentials, what are the tendencies that person has. So if you are starting a new relationship, you would like to observe what sort of presences gravitate around, what sort of spiritual companies are with this person, because certain things cannot lie. So you will see the potential for change. You will see the potential for very good things that are there. But you can also see that there are traits that may still come up that you wouldn't like them to be there. So for yourself, I believe, it's quite interesting if you can identify, what sort of presence is more often around of me, because you can do something about it. You can identify what sort of trait may be producing that. Or you may identify that's a relationship I no longer want. So I want to break this relationship with this non-physical presence or with this spirit. So we can do that. And if it is a presence that is there just once in a while, you want to identify what causes this to come closer to us and what sort of consequences that generates to us. Is it good? Is someone helping, supporting? Is someone interfering? And why? But especially, you want to know people around so that we can know better how to help someone, how to handle a situation with specific people, or even the right moment to say something, because if the person is with non-physical companies that will interfere in the understanding of the message you want to communicate, that's not a good moment for you to try a conversation, especially when it's an important topic. So this tells us a lot. So we can very much say, identify who are the spiritual presences connected to someone, and you will know who that someone really is. Hope this video gives you tips to understand situations related to you, to others, everyday life moments, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you very much for being with me. Bye-bye.